A few months ago, there has been the Wild Area event announced for Japan. And in today's video, we're going to talk about that because there are a brand new set of Pokemon called Mighty Pokemon, and there's also going to be a Safari Ball released along this time, as well as some legendary Pokemon that you do not want to miss out with some adventure effects in Pokemon Go. So welcome to the Trainer Club. Here we go. Let's start off with Fukuoka event Wild Area, and then the weekend after is going to be a global event in regards to this. So we're going to cover both of these instances in this video. The Fukuoka event is going to be going down on November 16th and 17th in obviously Fukuoka, Japan. So this event is going to be kind of similar to a Go Fest in that it's going to have a regular one, and then the weekend after is going to have a mirror of this event in a more global sense. This one's going down in Maizuru Park, so if you guys are going to this event, this is going to be where you play. And it's going to be 3,100 yen, which typically it's about a 1-to-1 ratio, so it looks to be about $31. There is going to be a park in a city experience. The park experience is going to go from 8 to noon or 1 to 5, and the city experience will be running the entire time if you choose not to go into the park. And there's going to be the standard Go Fest Safari Zone experience where you're going to be exploring the park. You can go to trading posts. There's going to be photo ops. There's going to be the lounges. And for this event, there's going to be a shirt. So it looks like this event is mirroring a little bit more of a Go Fest experience than a specific Safari Zone. What do you think about this event? And if you don't care about the Japan event and you just want to see the global, you can check the timestamps and jump right over. So let's start jumping into the details. During this event, there's going to be an introduction of Mighty Pokemon. This is going to be taking place in the Gold Wild area, which will have plenty of electric and poison type Pokemon, but that's not all. Trainers may also find themselves encounters with unusually powerful opponents known as Mighty Pokemon. All Mighty Pokemon have some shared traits. More likely to have high attack, defense, and HP ratings, more likely to be XL or XXL, more difficult to capture, and trainers may even encounter shiny versions of these Mighty Pokemon, if they're lucky. Using the Go Safari Ball when trying to catch these Pokemon will greatly improve your chance of success. So it looks like this is a way to introduce Pokemon into the wild that have a little bit more similar stats to raid Pokemon, where it's going to be higher attack, defense, and stamina as opposed to a completely wild array of stats all the way from 0 all the way till 15, which is exciting from what it seems like. I can't wait to delve more into this in the near future, but then that leads us into the brand new ball, which is the Safari Ball. Go Safari Balls will make their Pokemon Go debut during this event. Go Safari Balls are highly effective Pokeballs that make capturing Pokemon much easier. Try using one when encountering a Mighty Pokemon. Be one of the first to use this Pokeball in Pokemon Go and make sure to use them all before the event ends. All unused Go Safari Balls will expire and disappear from your item bag at 5 p.m. JST each day of the event. Please note that Go Safari Balls will not be as effective outside of Fukuoka. So this is exciting. It looks like a Safari Ball that is specifically made for these Mighty Pokemon that are going to be more challenging to catch. And I'm not sure if you're going to be able to spin Pokestops and get them, if you're going to get a certain amount allotted to you at the beginning of the day that you're kind of going to have to ration, or what that situation looks like, but also, once again, excited to experience. And during this event, we're also getting raid battles, and these raid battles are going to include ourselves the origin forms of Palkia and Dialga. So it looks like, I was actually wondering myself, when will these Pokemon come back? Well, this is going to be when they come back. They're coming back in November, and they're going to have Roar of Time and Spatial Rend as well. But I would think that there's probably going to be a research during each of these events where you're able to choose one or the other, and whichever you choose, you will probably get a much higher chance, if not almost guaranteed chance, of getting this special move on these Pokemon. However, the typical opposite is going to happen, that the other one, you will not be able to get this adventure effect as this time. But let's just talk about this for a second, that these Pokemon have not been out since earlier in the Go Tour LA. So these Pokemon have not been out since, and outside of this event, they have not introduced a way for us to add the special effect onto these Pokemon. So these Pokemon, very exciting, extremely good, and I can't wait to get after these Pokemon again because I am missing both of the hundos, unfortunately. Seems to be my luck with some of these more powerful raid bosses as of late, and I hope to transition that energy to something different. And as always, the adventure effects are the same as they have been. If you don't know about them, you can read about them here and pause. Which then leads us to our spawns, with what looks to be a separated park similar to as we do have the Go Fest experiences. So for these experiences, the electric spawns are going to be the Alolan Geodude, Magnemite, Voltorb, Hisuian Voltorb, Electabuzz, Electrike, Shinx, Blitzel, Joltik, Tynamo, Stunfisk, and Helioptile. And the poison one will be as followed: Bulbasaur, Bellsprout, Tentacool, Spinarak, Paldean Wooper, Quillfish, Hisuian Quillfish, Skorupi, Krogunk, Venipede, Skrelp, and Mareanie. And then we have our mighty Pokemon, which are going to feature Venusaur, Pidgeot, Poliwrath, Golem, Gyarados, Dragonite, Feraligatr, Ampharos, Luxray, Garchomp, Electivire, Mamoswine, Scolipede, Galvantula, Electros, Dragalge, Tyrantrum, Toxapex, and Overqwil. And according to that graphic, all of those mighty Pokemon can have shinies as well, guys. This is actually extremely cool. If it's something that I've been talking about and thinking about internally, that it's like, how often do we have to go out there and just like never see really cool Pokemon? But with these mighty Pokemon, I don't know how they're gonna function outside of this event, but during this event, they're gonna be showing up. They all have shiny forms, and they're gonna have higher attack, defense, and stamina stats coming straight out of the wild, which makes them even more exciting and enticing for us to hunt down. Let me know what you guys think of the Safari Ball as well as the brand new mighty Pokemon. And let's not stop there, because we're gonna be getting 2 Pokemon in 4-star raids and in Dynamax battle, which is going to be Toxtricity in the amped and the low-key form. And like I said, these Pokemon will also be in the Dynamax battles. So Dynamax will be the first time at an event during this time. I'm excited to see how this plays out and how we're able to capture these Pokemon at an event space. When normally we're seeing these Pokemon at extremely long timers, what happens once we're in an event? The other features of the event will include increased chances of getting shiny Pokemon, enjoy an instant's chance of encountering shiny Pokemon in the wild when using an instance, collection challenges, and the Go Snapshot, which then is going to lead us to the bonuses and features of the event. There's going to be increased chance of encountering shiny Pokemon, half hatch distance when eggs are placed during this event. Lure modules will be active for 2 hours. Special 10-kilometer eggs will be hatching eggs. Up to 9 total raid passes, 2 times catch candy. And attendees will receive the following bonus between 12 a.m. and 11 p.m. up to 6 special trades and reduced cost of trades as far as the Stardust. So that is great, because there have been multiple events that I've been out that when the event ends, unfortunately you lose all of your special trades, which when you're trying to hunt a bunch of Pokemon, it makes it extremely hard to multitask a lot of things that are going on during this event. So this is a great update to make sure that we do not lose out on our special trades, that we can do them before the event starts and after the event starts, as long as it's in that 24-hour block of the day the event is on. I love that. And obviously I always love that 50% reduction in cost, even though 99% of the time I am not making expensive special trades. It just doesn't do great things for me. I don't really like it. I don't care about it. I would rather get those Pokemon in the wild. Unless somebody asks for something from me that I would like to give them, then I will take something in return if it is an expensive trade. And then, as always during these events, we have add-ons. As far as the add-ons, 1,900 yen will be a raid lover. That's going to give you up to 18 free raid passes, 5,000 additional XP, 6 additional candy, and 3 additional XL candy. So for these Pokemon, I actually think that this is a very worth it space to be in. You're getting 5,000 additional XP, which is worthy. Not only that, guys, the additional 3 XL candy is like doing an additional raid and not catching that Pokemon, which is valuable. So that in itself makes it worth it to me. Then you're going to be able to get the Egg Enthusiast 1,900, 1/4 egg hatch distance instead of the 1/2, 3 times hatch XP, candy, and Stardust. Then you're going to be getting the citywide gameplay experience for $2,600 per day, and you can pre-order the shirt for $3,700. So if you want to play an additional day in just the city experience, it's going to cost approximately $26. So that's everything to know about the in-person event. Drop in the comments and let me know how many of you guys plan to go to this in-person event. I hope to make it there and see some of you guys there as well. But that is not it, because then we have the thing that's going to affect everybody, and that's going to be the global event in this game. So let's talk about the Wild Area Global Event, which is going down on November 23rd and 24th from 10 until 6:15 p.m., which is a little bit interesting as to why it is 6:15 p.m. I don't know exactly, but that's what's announced here. For the brave adventure awaits around every corner when you are ready, the Wild Area. Following the footsteps of Pokemon Go Fest and Go Tour, this brand new event is coming in November. The Wild Area will invite trainers into an unexplored expanse populated by electric and poison type Pokemon. A place just might be hiding around the corner with some unusually powerful specimens. Are you an expert trainer? Put your skills to the test by trying to catch rare and powerful mighty Pokemon in the wild, or use the Safari Ball as well, as we have talked about. So we already know about these, but let's go over what's going to happen. As their in-person event, the Toxtricity will also be dropped during this time. The Toxtricity is an electric and a poison type Pokemon. No wonder that this event is themed kind of around it, and it maxes out in the low-key form at 2941. So it's really not an extremely relevant Pokemon, but cool at that. And as we did talk about, we did announce the mighty Pokemon already. If you do want to see the timestamp, check it out below. And we also did talk about the Safari Ball, which is an increased chance of catching with that ball, but that ball is only available during event time, and once the event expires, guess what? That ball is no longer going to be in your bag. And then we will also have the Origin form, Dialga and Palkia, with their adventure effects coming out as well. Like I said in the beginning, which I think it's useful to watch the whole video because I talk about everything during that time, this will include having their adventure effects, which I also think will have a research quest line, which you will choose either a Dialga or a Palkia trajectory, and you will have an increased chance of catching as you did do in the Sinnoh tour. So I'm excited to see what that happens. Not only that, guys, there's going to be hours broken down as well. So probably every other hour is going to be electric, poison throughout the entire day. And then the mighty Pokemon are going to be spawning as well. In the electric hour, we're getting a Alolan Geodude, Magnemite, Voltorb, Hisuian Voltorb, Electabuzz, Electrike, Shinx, Blitzel, Joltik, Tynamo, Stunfisk, and Helioptile. In the poison hour, we're getting Bulbasaur, Bellsprout, Tentacool, Spinarak, Paldean Wooper, Quillfish, Hisuian Quillfish, Skorupi, Krogunk, Venipede, Skrelp, and Marini. And then as far as the mighty Pokemon for the global event, on Saturday we have specific spawns, which are going to be Pidgeot, Golem, Gyarados, Luxray, Scolipede, Galvantula, Tyrantrum, and Toxapex. And then on Sunday, we're going to switch it up and get different Pokemon, which will include Venusaur, Poliwrath, Dragonite, Feraligatr, Electivire, Mamoswine, Electros, and Dragalge. So obviously for the global events, they're not quite as rich as are the in-person event, which is expected. Like I always tell you guys in all my video guys, if you guys have the opportunity to go to the in-person, it is a rich experience. There's some awesome things that go down, and it is always worth it to be able to go there. And then you can also explore those cities too, so you can get kind of two for the price of one here. And there's going to be a paid tickets for everybody out there. So the ticket holders will pay $11.99, or I guess conversion to the local currency, and you will get the ability to choose a path between poison and electric. And also, if you do purchase this early, you will get a Tox L mask earlier. Then if you do wait, you will not be able to get this exclusive item. Not sure that's really worth it to you guys, but just to throw that in there as well so that you know. And for the ticketed items, there's going to be some bonuses. You're going to get increased shiny odds. You're going to get elite collector challenges, 2 times catch candy, half incubator distance, 2 times hatch stardust, 2 times hatch XP, 2 times hatch candy, up to 5 free raid passes, 5,000 additional XP from raids completed, 4 additional XO candy from Pokemon in 4-star, 5-star, Mega Raids, Ultra Beast Raids, and Primal Raids. So I'm not sure if that is telling us what might be coming during this event, but if that is, that's going to be mighty cool. Up to 6 special trades each day, reduced Stardust cost in trades, and then 3 snapshots that are going to be taken while seeing. You may never know what might show up in the wild. And so from what I can see is it does not look like there's going to be the add-on bonuses that are going to be taking place. However, there might be the chance that if you do purchase the Fukuoka event and then you go to that event, you might be able to have those bonuses the next weekend. I don't know for certain, but I have seen that in the past. So that's something to consider. But guys, this event looks epic. Japan looks amazing. I have never been to this area of Japan. I would love to go. It looks like something that I might try to do, and it's going to be a fun time. We're getting a brand new Pokemon. We're getting the adventure effect Dialga, Palkia origin forms back. Not only that, we're going to be getting new Dynamax and 4-star raid battles of those Pokemon. The spawns of the event are kind of mediocre. I mean, I've seen a lot of these spawns. I'm sure some of you guys out there may be like, I really need these shiny forms, and that might be true for you. For me, I think I have almost all of those. If I do not have all of those, maybe 1 or 2 that are missing. But events are events. The bonuses are what drive me to play these events, and the experience is what has me captivated each and every time, especially the in-person. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think of the new wild area event in Pokemon Go. Thank you guys for being here as always. Love you guys. All of my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members. Everybody takes your support, subscription, and participation to the next level. I'm gonna see you guys out on the next video. Peace.
I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.